Welcome to the new video. Today we're taking a step into the frozen front line of World War II as I paint a US Airborne Winter Commander. This isn't just another miniature, this is the leader standing in the snow, wrapped in a winter camouflage, ready to hold the line. So let's enjoy the video. For the first color, I choose to use Luftwaffe Field Division for pants and helmet as a base color. It may seem like an unusual choice for a second commander of a US Airborne Winter Soldier, but I pick it deliberately. This shade give me a muted, cold, grey blue tone that work perfectly as a base for winter environment. Instead of starting with warmer green, I want something that already carries the frozen atmosphere. As the next color, I apply flood brown to the coat. Even though this is a winter second commander, I didn't want the coat to look too cold or too lifeless. Flood brown give it a strong, earthly foundation that feel natural and realistic. In a harsh winter condition, fabric don't stay clean or wrinkly, they become darker, heavier and slightly muted by dirt. For the wooden part of the M1A1, I use flat earth as the base color. I choose this shade because it gives a natural, slightly warm tone that works perfectly for aged wartime wood. And also I use this color for boots. For the face, I use Barbarian Flesh as my base tone. When I painting a commander, the face is one of the most important parts of the miniature. It's where the character come to life. I choose Barbarian Flesh because it's to give a strong natural foundation, not to peel. Just a solid starting point that I can build it on. For the equipment, I use khaki base color. This includes straps, punches, belts, and other gear the commander carries. I choose khaki because it's given a natural, realistic tone that works perfectly with winter uniform, even in a snow-count foundation. Equipment isn't pure white or grey, it's muted practically and well used. For the metal part of the M1A1 I use dark grey. This includes the barrel, trigger, guard and other metallic components. For shading commanders, face and details, I use dark tone wash. For layering the pants and helmet, I went back to the Luftwaffe Field Division World War II. Using this color again allowed me to build smoothly consistent layer of the base coat. For the pants it helped create subtle tonal variants and a natural fabric look. For the helmet it provided a solid foundation to gradually add highlights and details that will catch light realistic. For layering the coat, I use flat brown again. Going back to this color allowed me to build smoothly transition and subtle highlights over the base layer. By carefully applying flat brown in thin contour layer, I can enhance the natural folds and control of the coat, giving it depth and realism. For layering the equipment, I use German BG World War II. This allowed me to gradually build up highlights and the depth on the punchy straps and the other gear. Straight from the khaki base, applying a German BG in thin, controlled layers bring out the texture and canvas leather. It adds a subtle, warm and variantly that make the equipment look more realistic and use. For layering the M1A1 and the boots, I went back to the flat earth for the wooden parts and the leather parts on the boots. For layering the face, I went back to Barbarian Flesh. This step allowed me to gradually build up the skin tone, bring up natural highlights and subtle variation in the face. For the button, I again used dark grey. Eventually, even through their small detail painted the button carefully is important for overall realism. Dark grey provides a subtle contrast against the flat brown coat, making each button visible without drawing too much attention. For layering the radio handset and the scuffed, I use Russian World War II uniform. Even though this might seem like unusual choice, The muted green-gray tone works perfectly for small achievements. For painting the base, I use chocolate brown, mixed 1:1 with water. Treating the paint with water allows it to flow smoothly over the surface, creating a natural even foundation for the base. This color gives a rich, earthly tone that works perfectly as starting point for snow, mud, or winter terrain effect. To attach the autumn leaves to the base, I use superglue. I also attach winter grass using the same method. I also add a small stone to the base to create the impression of a mountain terrain. For painting the stone, I use millstone. This earthy neutral color is perfect for rocky terrain. To indicate the fallen snow, I use Corax White. This bring a clean white helps create the effect of a flesh snow on the base, contrasting nicely with the brown and stone tones. Thank you for watching my video. I would be happy if you give me a like, write a comment, and subscribe if you like video. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.